Hello, Networld. Johnny here. Welcome to Curious Expedition, a game where you get to play as a famous person, go around the world, collect treasures and fame, and potentially do horrible things to the people of those lands. So let's start. Here you get to pick your character from a whole bunch of famous people in history. Personally, I like to play as Mary Curie here, so let's check it out. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, dear friend. Have you heard that we're building a statue to honor our most famous member? Word is you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you that you're not the only candidate. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. Now, go explore. Adventure awaits. So my rivals are Nikola Tesla, Mary Kingsley, Ada Lovelace, and Frederick C. Selous. And these are the difficulty modes. We'll do expedition. So Selous is going this way, Lovelace is going over here, Tesla's going over here, and Kingsley's going over here. I only have one of 2 places which are both in South America. And they both seem relatively similar, so let's do the demanding drylands. Start. After raising at the break of dawn, I boarded the ship. Good preparations left to do, so I imagined what lay beyond the horizon. Someone approached me with a request. He wished for a message to be delivered to the chief of a village located in the region we're headed to. Sure, okay. He handed us a letter, which I promised to deliver. You have to always keep your promises or you'll lose fame. So we're sailing along. Oh, fast forward that a bit. Okay, we open up our journal here. My thoughts were focused on the forthcoming trek until we reached the land of our imminent adventure. I was curious to discover what adventures were waiting for us there. Okay, first thing we need to find is gold. We sure do. Oh, Sister Bertha. Oh, come on. I'll check the stats afterwards. We could access the ship's storage, but it's currently empty, presumably to fill it with gold. Refill water, we don't need that because this isn't a desert area. So let's begin. Perhaps we should endeavor to deliver the letter first. Luckily, the man had pinpointed the location of the village on our map. Way down here. Okay, so here's your character. Polymath, choose from 5 perks as opposed to 3. Cool. Deliver letter, that's a quest we have. Capacity, how many inventory slots we have down here. We have a dog who's a hunting dog, so lots of damage. And we have a donkey that has capacity. Could also ride it, but I think that removes the capacity, so we're not going to do that. Let's see. Sister Bertha. These are support dice, I believe. 4 hit points. Traits: strong mind, spiritual solidarity. Sexist is a prejudice against people of the opposite sex. And when we gain enough exploration points, we could actually level our characters up. So without further ado, let's get started. Elevated position. We have climbing gear, so it makes passing through elevated territory much easier, such as this here. So we're going to move here, travel. Boom. We're going to climb up the hill, go down the hill, and uncover more of the map as we travel. Ooh, a shrine. We could approach this shrine and examine. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood bathed in light before us. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn on the whole structure as a warning to anybody who dared to enter. The structure showed some big cracks, but it seemed secure enough to explore. Let's enter the shrine. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was truly an awe-inspiring sight. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. Golden Llama. Value of 40. Fame of 50. Funds of 40. Difference between value and funds is value is when we're out here on the field, and we can use it for trading and whatnot. Whereas funds is when we get home, we could sell it and actually make actual cash. And fame is we can give it to a museum instead. Homepage of hill creation. As you can guess, it's probably for creating hills. Let's not touch anything at the moment, because basically whenever you take something from a shrine, something really bad happens. And that the cracks in the walls were a clue of what would happen. So let's travel to the village first and drop off a letter, because that does take up an inventory slot, even though it's weightless. Enter village. This evening we reached a village. The people here looked like a shamanistic group. You could smell that they had just prepared food. The village kindly beckoned us over and offered us some of their freshly cooked food. That's nice of them. Cool. Store standing, we'll take it. The villagers observe us with curiosity. They were kind and offered us what they could. We're currently 0 with them, so, average. Deliver letter. +2 standing. Brought the letter to the village chief. The elderly chief was a compulsive talker and regaled us with stories of the greatest wonders to look upon in the vicinity, including a holy shrine, which he marked on our map. We felt more than welcome, and the villagers were seemingly excited about our presence. Standing too. Cool. Could rest. Resting does reduce your standing with them, because I guess, you're staying longer than they would care for you to, so we won't do that yet. Recruit. Oh, we get XP for that too. Talk to villagers, see if the locals were inclined to seek fame and glory. Not long after I found a group would be new Trek members would be needed to decide who to recruit. Jiffy the animal handler, Photo Weepo the shaman, or a water buffalo. Ooh. Water buffalo would be good, so we can carry more stuff. More stuff that kind of belongs to the natives. Yeah. We obtained an animal from the natives. We called her Miss Hawk. Oh. Okay, let's leave. Told the men to pack up and departed. New adventures would be waiting us over the next ridge. Okay. We can go back here and loot that, but we'll wait on that. Next. Oh, a cave. Let's check it out. We located a cave. The entrance led into darkness of unknown depths. We need a torch in order to venture forth safely. Light a torch. We had 3, now we have 2. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small cavern jumbled with the debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The rotten remains of what must have been a Swedish explorer with smashed features greeted us. Oof. All the bones we found were cracked open and it seemed sucked empty of marrow. Investigate remains. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. Ooh. Totem stick. Ran to the ground, nobody seemed to dare coming closer. Shovels. Always good. And flare guns. Very good. Help us see the map better. All right. We haven't found our goal yet, of course. Cool. Make our way this way. Oh. Tiger aggro chance. So there's a tiger in that area. Ooh, shaman hut. Let's enter. We entered a peculiar looking hut. It was dark and damp inside with all sorts of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. Trade. As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a small crate and presented his wares. Mushroom. Viewing distance. That's good. Healing abilities. Also good. Seems to be gone for the moments. Numerous afflictions and vitalizing effect on muscles. Wow. Alright, value, yeah. So value 5. It's not too willing to trade. I'd like a first aid kit. Chocolate. Or a climbing gear. Value 10, value 10, value 10. We don't really have that much money right now, so we'll back off for the time being. Leave. Now if we need to keep moving. We sure do. Insanity risk. Basically, we're running out of sanity the more we move. Like here, it goes up to 22. I'll demonstrate. So now we should have 1 sanity left. To restore sanity, we have chocolate rations. That guy was also selling cocoa leaves, which could also increase it. Oh, so we'll eat 2. And move over here. Right now, our ultimate goal is to find a golden pyramid, which is revealed by looking for all these places and following the compass. The problem is our compass is pointing up this way right now, but there's also a magnetic mountain, which confuses the compass, unfortunately. We'll explore this campsite. We entered an old campsite, or debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition. It's been here a long time, so it remains what had been a German explorer with a shattered ribcage who wanted to leave in a hurry. Let's search. I was confident we'd find something valuable here to describe people, more involved teams, blah, 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 blah. Oh, those leaves. Interesting. All right. We're running low on chocolate, so we do need them. Actually, you know what we'll do? Because if we take too much, we'll be overburdened. And the sanity cost to move will be really expensive. However, we'll eat that, and now we have room. Could head up here. Cocoa leaves. Oh. Sister Bertha could not shake the feeling that the walls were closing in on her. That's not good. So now she's claustrophobic. Yeah, the cocoa leaves kind of mess with you. Oh, waterfall. Waterfall was something to behold. It was an awe-inspiring sight. Water cooled the air, creating a fresh breeze. Let's rest. One could cut the tension with a butter knife as we sat by the campfire. Sister Bertha flailed as a blue butterfly flew past. Night she dreamt of giant butterflies. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Devouring him alive. What a ridiculous notion. Uh-oh. Resting. Prepared for departure, I knew it missed the sparkling effect of the falling water. It's truly a beautiful place. And we can stay one more night. The team eagerly gathered wood for a fire. The rich hum of water drowned out the buzzing of the world around us. In the middle of the night, I decided to go for a swim. I felt overjoyed when I plunged my face into a cold stream. I felt the stress of the last days dissipate like a bad dream. Apparently, I had not been the only one with a penchant for a late-night swim. I was interrupted by Sister Bertha. I asked her to return once I was done. Probably afraid of the butterflies and, waterfall. Butterflies can't go near it, so. Oh. All right. Oh. Oh, yes, fireworks. Can be used to draw attention away you during your next leg in order to move undetected through dangerous zones. We'll do that. And we'll go this way. Here it is. We found it. Not a moment too soon. The exotic landscape complemented the extraordinary golden pyramid. We'll do it every time. Enter the pyramid. After weeks of traveling, extraordinary pride overcame me. I knew that this name, Mary Curie, would go down in the annals of world history. This is history. We did it. We survived. So we gained 100 fame for that. 50 because New World bonus. And we completed first. Because there was a speed counter on the side that determines who completes their expedition first. And I'll show you the map. This is the path we took, starting from our boat. We never went back and looted that, but oh well. That's fine. Yay. Appreciates animals more than humans. Alright, heavy carrier, explosion expert, Arctic explorer, waterproof, or bullet hoarder. We'll do heavy carrier for extra slots. So we have all this carry space. We didn't do much looting, but that's fine. Awesome. Oh, and I'm ahead in fame too, which is very fortunate because I didn't bring any treasures home. No, that's fine. All right, that's Curious Expedition in a nutshell. I hope you all had fun and maybe one of you might pick it up. It's pretty cool. All right. This is Johnny R signing off for the night. Have a good night, everyone.